recorder because it's a hard drive, it's a computer. But when you compare both the 640 by 40 cameras side by side, one analog, one IP, you see that there's a much less noise in the IP cameras, even though it's 640 by 40. So what does this tell us? Does this tell us something? Yes. This will tell us if you approach the customer with an IP camera, even though both are 640 by 40, somebody present to your customer, hey, I have a Sony 600 TV lines camera, and you convert that to DVR, right? So you got 640 by 480 resolution. Then you present that with an IP camera, still 640 by 480 resolution. So it's more than 600 TV lines. Guess what? Which picture will look better? The IP camera will look better. And right now there are different types of IP cameras. For example, we sell a lot of IP camera. Right now it's a bit less than $200 with this IP camera. And what does IP camera can do? Most IP camera, like the GeoVision IP cameras, they're doing the following things. It has better picture quality. You can send the IP camera to your iPhone, right? So we just tested an iPhone there. So you see the GeoVision IP camera on the iPhone. And with a 640 by 40 resolution, you got 30 frames. You don't need any DVR card. You just need an NVR software. And some camera even come with an NVR software. And I'm going to announce GeoVision's going to announce a very good deal for everybody here in this room. We're going to offer the free software to the NVR software if you get the IP cameras. So the next will be a third generation phone, okay, for the live viewing. So it has a lot of features on this IP cameras. So for example, there are different packages that we offer. I want to mention, for example, when you approach the customer, they say, hey, I know that Costco is selling a lot of DVRs with the packages, and a lot of times we can beat their price. But what about if you approach this customer and offer them with an IP solution? I'm going to take a wireless IP camera, for example. Let's say a wireless IP camera is $169. You times 4, so less than $800, maybe $750. And that's all you spend on the equipment cost. It comes with the software, and it's wireless. So as long as the customer has a Wi-Fi router, you configure it, you put it, as long as you get a power outlet, and that's it. You got not high definition, only 640 by 40, but you know the current is much better. So less than $680. Can you beat the guy from Costco? Yes. By using IP, installation much easier, cable cost much less, and also have the servers. If you want to build them with server, you see that the price is a lot less, and the picture quality is much better. We are talking about for the small budget. A lot of time we have a small offices, and most people approach them with a Costco solution. But we can approach them with our own solution. Okay, for example, there's a VGA type of dome, VGA type of, also GeoVision is going to announce the VGA cameras pretty soon. This is all VGA. So if you have the outdoor infrared camera, we have IP outdoor infrared cameras, IP dome, all these models here. So let's say for the room, like this room, like 500 square feet or 600 square feet, you can just use any VGA camera. The picture quality will be much better than any of the 540 TV lines, 600 TV lines, analog cameras. And the installer's cost probably the same, but you give the customer more, much better picture quality. We also offer a complete power line. This is the GeoVision camera for the 1.3 megapixel, like this camera here. And the customer said, hey, this may cost more. Yes, this costs more per camera, but the total numbers of cameras that you install in this room is less. For example, one of this megapixel IP camera you probably just mounted here, and it can cover the whole room with a lot more details. Compare with you put 2 of the analog cameras. Also announced 2 megapixel lines and also 3 megapixel lines. okay? And the following is an example that we work with our installers for a job in Roanoke. We didn't install it, but they got the solution from us. This is a restaurant, more than 5,000 square feet. Okay, and he wanted to put a system, and this is probably 1 year ago, I guess. Oh, you don't see? So what we supply them is, in this case, in their dining area, we put a 3-megapixel camera, one to cover the whole waiting area, and the other is a zoom lens. You can zoom into the cash register and still get a lot of details. I want to say that if you take a look at the on my laptop, you see the picture quality is a lot more clear because the resolution on this Epson probably is less. So, but here, we use a single camera to cover 2 different areas. Just one single megapixel, 3-megapixel camera with 2 lenses. And you see this is a little VGA camera. You can see the tattoos on these guys, and you can see what's going on here in this in the kitchen. Just a single camera with a PoE, just one cable. And we also put a 3-megapixel camera with the dual lenses to cover the drive-through. So if we have time, maybe we can enlarge this picture, make it a bigger picture. You see here, you see there's a pole here. When you zoom in, you can see all the details here. Traditional camera, when you zoom in 2 or 3 times, you lose the detail. But this camera, even you zoom like 100 feet, 200 feet, you still see the color of the vehicle and all the details. It's amazing. Just a single camera. Before that, we have to put how many cameras? Maybe 4 or 6 cameras alongside of this